Good morning, everybody. Let's start the engine here.
I like it!
Alright. Let's take off the
I like it!
solar windshield that I made. I didn't make it, but do it yourself.
I like it.
Tremendously helps with the heat in the car. No windshield wiper today. Just let it dry naturally. I got all these bugs on the windshield. Let them fly off. Alright. Oh, okay. I got the chest mount ready and going. Ready to go. Have some fun. So I did make a slight little adjustment on the chest rig, on the chest mount. So I added one more Velcro piece to it, so it won't get. So it should be really stable. So between the vest that I have on, I'm wearing a Safeguard armor vest, high visibility vest, branded as the Visor, V-I-Z-E-R, I think, Visor with a Z. Level 2 ballistics, level 1 edge blade protection. I have to tell you that it's different. It adds some weight to you. Could you wear it all the time? I mean, it's possible. I kind of fell asleep in it yesterday wearing it. It is not very breathable. I will get hot, but I'm kind of glad that it's only a vest, not a full body armor. Anyways, yesterday I was riding my bike out in the fields, like no man's land kind of area.
Morning time!
In the neighborhood that I'm at, and I actually took a tumble, and I think the vest helped me a little bit, protected my rib cage, my back, because I didn't feel anything. I mean, I literally fell almost through. I wouldn't say over the handlebar, but the back tire got caught in a groove in a dried tire track, and so the bike, as I was riding the bike, and the bike essentially just flopped over. So either the earth was supposed to turn with me, or the bike was gonna just fall. So the bike fell, gravity. And so all I remember was putting my hands out like as I was gonna fall, I put my hands out like this, which obviously that helped kind of soften the blow a little bit. But I fell in brush, so it wasn't like concrete or anything. So that might have, like tall grass, so that might have helped. But I didn't feel anything. I knew I was gonna hit the ground. So I had my hands out like this, and that might have softened the blow, but I didn't feel any impact around my vest, my ribs, my back. So I think the soft body armor, even though it's intended as a bulletproof or bullet body armor, and a edge blade armor, it has some chainmail in there. That might be overdoing it, but it also has a plastic liner, so there's some rigidity, is that a word? Some rigidness to the soft body armor, because you could probably like punch the body armor, and it would soften that blow. It would soften that punch. So the body armor itself is some protection. So I'm impressed with that. So just wanted to share that. So anyways, on the gimbal, however, on the gimbal, I added this little piece. There's a little Velcro part in the middle of the body armor, in the front and back. I'm assuming that's where you put like your name tag or flag or something. It's the hook part. No, it's a loop part. So it's the loop part. And what I've done is I've used it to also somewhat Velcro onto the back plate of the chest mount. And then I still had some room, so I used another piece, the remaining Velcro, the 35 feet. I finally used all of the 35 feet, 3/4 by 35 feet hook and loop from Harbor Freight. I finally used that. $6. It was worth buying because, man, I used it on the bike. I used it on the chest mount. The chest mount, it was a big help on the chest mount. It really was. It was a huge help on the chest mount. Without the hook and loop, and especially 3/4, because I'm able to put it through the back of the plating, the front of the plating of the support plate, and behind different harnesses, through harnesses and everything. So it was very useful. And so basically the remaining amount, there's like a plastic core and then Velcro around that. So what I did was I unwrapped it because I needed the hook part on the outside. So I unwrapped it and re-rolled it with the hook part outside. And then I attached it to the loop part that was on the vest, and put it, it's like right in front of the gimbal. So when the gimbal flops this way, flops towards me, it's more stabilized. So I got the 3/4 on the bottom holding it in place. I got another round piece of hook and loop rolled up in the middle, and then I have another rolled up with a plastic core right below the controls. So because it was kind of flopping back, flopping forward, I got that covered. I've got a Velcro wrapped around the grip, so when it flops forward, it pulls on it. It has tension. But the problem I was having was after it pulls on it, you know, like I'm lifting up my chest and everything, or I'm taking bumps, it would flop back and kind of hit my chest. And so I put that in there, and I noticed it's really stabilized a lot. So I think I'm very satisfied of how I've gotten this done. This whole thing is so jerry-rigged, but it works. It works beautifully. The vest, the body armor vest, everything. Awesome. I'm happy with it. I'm very happy. It's given, everything I've done is I'm very satisfied with all the products that I've purchased and how I'm using it. And it works for me. So I'm wearing the body armor overtly, as you can tell. Covertly. So everyone thinks this is just a high visibility vest, which it is. It is. What people don't realize, or probably don't think about what it is it's also a soft body armor ballistics 2. So basically it's supposed to take 9mm bullets, but I think it can take more than that. You know, it looks like the ratings are, well, at least it'll stop the bullets. Whether you'll come away uninjured, it's a different question. If you get shot with a more powerful round, most likely you're gonna get some broken bones, but the bullet won't go through, but the impact will definitely, you'll feel the impact. But I don't expect to get shot. I don't, but I also got the edge, level 1 edge and blade protection, because I do believe, now I've never been stabbed or in a knife fight, I don't plan on ever, but you know, it doesn't have to be a knife, it could be any other object, any other, like, I wouldn't say bladed object, or it could be a bladed object, you know, maybe an axe or something with an edge to it, a sharp edge, not an ice pick, but an edge. But even then, something that might be pointed, it offers some protection, because there is some plastic liner, and plus the different many layers of Kevlar, and plus maybe the chainmail could slow it down. Depends how big the diameter of that edge or a sharp object is. So if like an ice pick that's constantly like so small, it may not stop, because it'll go right through the chainmail. But you know, if it's a kind of like a sharp point with a very sharp point at the beginning, and then a larger, maybe, you know, an inch to a quarter of an inch from the tip, then maybe it could stop. I mean, it has to be bigger than the diameter of the chainmail. But anyways, man, and I slept like a log today, man. You know, the coffee, I'm not a coffee drinker, so I drank some coffee, and I was out. I couldn't get any sleep yesterday. When the caffeine finally did wear out, man, I was out. I actually slept with the soft body armor on. I was just wearing it. I was testing the gimble with the added Velcro, and I just laid down because I was a little tired. And next thing I know, I was asleep. I was gonna actually make a video. That's the other reason why I put the vest on and tested out the gimbal. But don't worry, I got a lot of videos coming up. I'll be doing a review on the tough headwear. That's what I was going to do. Maybe I'll do that when I get home today. I have to do videos. When I do review videos inside the house, I have to do it. Oh, that was a stop sign. Anyways, I'll talk to you all later. Bye.